Today we're taking a look at the Olight S2R Baton II. Is this still one of the best everyday carry lights on the market in 2021? Let's find out. Before we start out here, I just want to let everyone know I am not sponsored or affiliated with Olight in any way, shape, or form, so everything I say in this video is my own opinion. No one is paying me to say that this is good. What I say about this light is what I really think about it. So without further ado, let's get into our review of the Olight S2R Baton II. First, let's start off with an overview of the specs and the features this light has to offer. The Olight S2R Baton II is made from aluminum alloy and is powered by a custom Olight 18650 rechargeable battery. It is 3.9 inches or 100 millimeters in length, 0.9 inches or 23 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 3.4 ounces or 98.5 grams. It features a TIR lens and an SST40 CW LED. The S2R Baton II features a multi-function side switch operation with 3 main modes plus turbo, moonlight, and strobe, with a maximum throw on turbo of up to 135 meters or 443 feet. It also features a magnetic tail cap for hands-free use, a really nice pocket clip, and charging via the magnetic tail cap. The S2R Baton II is IPX8 waterproof rated and drop tested for up to 1.5 meters. The Olight S2R Baton II is currently available in the black color like I have here. Olight in the past has run limited editions of the S2R Baton II featuring different colors such as green, red, white, blue, and different materials such as copper and titanium. Those were all limited edition runs and you can no longer get them from Olight. You might be able to find them other places like eBay and such, but they are extremely hard to find. The S2R Baton II features a total of 6 modes and is operated by the side switch. To turn the light on, simply press the switch. To turn the light back off, you press the switch again. Pretty simple and straightforward. Now if you want to change modes or cycle through the different modes that this light has to offer, turn the light on, then you press and hold and it will cycle through the low, medium, and high modes. This light has a low mode of 15 lumens, which according to Olight will run for about 100 hours. The medium mode on this flashlight is 120 lumens, and according to Olight that will run for about 14 hours. And then bump it up one more for the high mode of 400 lumens. According to Olight, that will run for about 4 hours. This light also features moonlight mode, turbo, and strobe. To access the moonlight mode on this flashlight, long press from the off position and the moonlight mode of 1/2 of a lumen will come on. According to Olight, this mode will run for about 60 days or 2 months. Moonlight mode is 1/2 a lumen like I've already mentioned, and as you can see there, it's not very bright, but it's just enough light if it's really dark out or if you need to navigate around the house at night without waking yourself or someone else up. To access the turbo mode on this flashlight, quickly double press the switch from whatever setting you are currently in, and that will activate turbo. Turbo is 1150 lumens of light, and that will run for about 2 minutes before defaulting back to the high mode of 400 lumens. 1150 lumens is quite a bit of light and power, and quite hot as well. I have this about 6 inches from my hand, and I can really feel the heat coming off of it. Now, if you want to access strobe mode, you can triple press the switch from whatever setting you are currently in, and that will activate strobe, which gives you 1150 lumens of lovely flashing light that will blind you if you look at it. Now, this light also features a lockout mode in case you're going to put the light in an area where the switch might get bumped, like if you have other stuff in your pocket or like the glove box of a car or some area like that. To activate lockout mode from the off position, long press the switch, the moonlight mode will come on and go off, signaling that you are in lockout mode. I can press the switch and nothing will happen. To deactivate lockout and return to normal function, simply long press until moonlight comes on, and then you can cycle through the different modes to get to the one that you want. The S2R Baton II has mode memory, which basically means that the light will remember whichever setting that you had it on last and automatically turn back on to that setting when you press the switch. For example, I can go to the low mode of 15 lumens, turn the light off, come back a little while later, press the switch again, and 15 lumens will come back on. The mode memory works for the moonlight, low, and medium settings. Now the light does have mode memory for the high setting of 400 lumens, but that only lasts for about 10 minutes before defaulting back to the 120 lumen setting. This light also has a battery level indicator built into the side switch. When the little indicator light in the middle of the switch is green, the battery is greater than 70% charged. When the light turns yellow, the charge is somewhere between 70 and 15%, and when the light turns red, there is less than 15% power remaining. We've finally made it to the end of the overview of the specifications and features. That is quite a lot of features and specs that this light has to offer. Now that we've gone over all those different things, let's head outside and see what this light looks like in the dark. Alright, it is like 25 degrees out here. We have the Olight S2R Baton II. First up, moonlight mode. Can't really see much more than the ground. It's a half lumen. Here's my hand right out here. You can kind of see it there on the moonlight setting. Let's bump it up one more. Here is the low setting of 15 lumens. You can see okay out there, and you can't really see the tree, but it's just over that direction. Now we bump her up one more. Here's 120 lumens, the medium setting. You can see quite a ways there out on the ground, starting to see some of the road, and you can even see the tree, which is really nice. So we've got that. Let's move it up to the high setting, 400 lumens. You can see the road, you can see the tree very well, you can see the wood pile way out there. So that's really nice, and that is the high setting. Let's bump it up to turbo. 1150 lumens, we can see out across the road and into the forest. You can see the tree really well. Everything is really illuminated, and you can actually see further in person than you can on camera. So this is really great, really bright and powerful. Alright, it is really cold out here. Let's turn on the moonlight mode of half a lumen. I'm not even sure if you can see me or not, but you can kind of see the door handle just a little bit here. Let's bump it up one more here. We have 15 lumens for the low setting on this flashlight. We can see the door handle and stuff pretty well, and starting to be able to see out around there. Let's bump it up one more to the medium setting of 120 lumens. You can see the door quite well. Bump it up one more to the high setting of 400 lumens. This is plenty of light for what we're doing right here. Just for the fun of it, let's shine the turbo mode up here. Woo! 1150 lumens. It's daylight outside. Check this out. As you can see, this light is quite powerful and can light things up quite a good distance away. Now that we've seen what it looks like in the dark, let's take a look at the pros and the cons of the Olight S2R Baton II. First, let's take a look at the pros and the things that I like about this flashlight. These are in no particular order. I kind of have them numbered just because it's easier for me, but the order it comes in really doesn't matter. Starting off here with one of the first good things about this flashlight is that it is just about the perfect size. This size is great for everyday carry and gives you enough space to get a full grip on it. You can use the light this way, or if you need to use it this way to hit something or anything like that, it gives you quite a bit of space to grab while still being small enough to fit in your pocket pretty well. I've carried this flashlight in jeans, cargo pants, tactical pants, and it fits really well in all of them and doesn't take up too much space, which is a really great feature in a flashlight. It gives you enough space and still doesn't take up too much room in the pocket. The second pro or good thing about this flashlight is something we've already covered a little bit, and that is all the different modes and output levels that this light has. This light gives you lots of different output levels, and that's good for a variety of tasks, from everyday carry to a light to have by your bedside or keep in your car. It can cover pretty much all of the bases in one small package like this. So whether you're going to use it for everyday carry or any of the other things I mentioned, it has different output levels that will help you in each of those situations. The next pro or good thing about this light is that it has a magnetic tail cap. This is really great because it gives you the option to use the light hands-free, and this has come in handy in so many different situations that I don't even have time to tell you about all of them, but it's really great because it gives you the magnet and it just comes in handy all of the time. Another pro or good thing that this light has to offer is that it is rechargeable via the magnetic tail cap. This is a really great feature and comes in handy because you don't have to take the light apart to put new batteries in. All you have to do when it's starting to run low is put it on the charger. You can come back, pull it off the charger, and it's ready to go. My first Olight was the i3T EOS. That's a great little everyday carry light. My biggest issue with that light was the fact that it went through batteries extremely fast. This has been a really nice upgrade coming from the i3T to the S2R Baton II, is the fact that you can just put it on the charger and let it charge instead of having to buy lots of batteries to put in it. Another really great pro about this light is that it has a pocket clip, which makes it great for everyday carry. If you don't like the blue color, they do include a black pocket clip as well. So if you like all black everything, you can switch it out, or it's just nice to have a spare if you happen to lose or break the original. And if you don't like or need the pocket clip, it is removable, so you can take that off. Another pro about this light is that it does come with some accessories. It comes with the lanyard and the charging cable, the extra pocket clip, and the nice little drawstring bag to keep it in if you choose to keep it in there. So that's nice. It's not just the light that you're getting. You are getting a few things like the extra pocket clip, which can come in handy. And finally, one of the last pros of this flashlight is the battery level indicator. This is a nice little feature to have. I do think there are some improvements that could be made to it, but it is nice to have a little bit of an advanced warning on when the battery is starting to go low. And that is it for the big pros of this light, the great features that everyone's going to talk about. There are other little things that I like about this light that might not be something that you're into, but I do think it's kind of cool. The detail, like the little text on the light and on the inside of the bezel, as well as things like the texturing, which give it a better grip and stuff like that. Those little things make me like the light all the more. Now that we've taken a look at all the pros and great features about this light, let's take a look at the cons, what few there are. Some of these things are personal preferences, others are just little things I think you should know about, so let's jump into those. The first con of the S2R Baton II really isn't about the flashlight, it's more about the company. And I think Olight does a good job at innovating and coming up with good ideas, but they do, like everyone else, they design their stuff in their home country, the United States of America, and then they manufacture it overseas where everyone else manufactures their stuff. China. Now, things being made outside of the US aren't always a bad thing, but I think they could really up the quality and make this light even better than it already is if they brought their production stateside, provide some more jobs, and just make it a little bit cooler to have an American-made flashlight that is just really, really good for a not super expensive price. Another con that isn't really a con, it's more something that's pretty common with the high output flashlights. That is that when you have it on turbo mode or some of the higher modes, it will heat up rather quickly around the bezel area. So you want to be careful when handling the light and just be careful that you don't cause it to overheat or anything like that. I haven't had a whole lot of problems with it, but it is something that can happen. The last little thing I thought I'd talk about here is it might not be a con, it might just be something that happened to my light, or it might happen to all the lights, I'm not sure, and that is that the switch has gone a little bit soft over time. It hasn't affected the function or the way the switch works, but I just thought I'd throw it out there and let you know that apparently the switch can go a little bit soft over time. It might not be a problem. That is just something I thought I'd throw out there. So you're probably wondering, how much does this flashlight cost? The Olight S2R Baton II is generally around $70 for the black one. Around the holidays, like we are in this time period now, Olight does run flash sales. So if you act at the right time, you can get this light for around $45 or $50, which is a really good deal. But $70 for this light is not something that I would necessarily regret paying for. I think it has quite a few features and just really great things about it for that price. Now, the question that I proposed at the beginning of the video was, is this still one of the best everyday carry lights on the market in 2021 and moving into 2022? There have been quite a few other lights released by Olight and other companies as well since the S2R Baton II was first released, and a lot of these lights feature more features and higher lumen output, but the S2R Baton II still remains one of Olight's best, most popular sellers, and is considered by quite a few people to be Olight's flagship flashlight. I personally think it is one of the best, and there are a lot of other great options out there, but this covers all the bases and is a really, really nice light. If you're interested in checking out the S2R Baton II, I'll try and leave some links below for you if I'm able to. This is a really, really great flashlight for everyday carry and a lot of other things as well, and I would highly recommend it to you. Alright guys, that about does it for my review of the Olight S2R Baton II. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. The holidays are fast approaching, and if you haven't already done your shopping, you should probably hurry up and get that done. This light makes a great gift. If you need more ideas and inspiration, be sure to check out our holiday gift guide right there on the bottom. It gives you all kinds of ideas that people will actually like. Check that out. Watch the latest video right up there on the top. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all of the things. It helps us out a lot. Thank you for watching once again. Stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.